Wow, I don't think I've ever been that fast on my fat bike. Knocked my noggin. Hi, I'm Beth from Beth Bikes. Today I'm here in Monticello, Minnesota to race the FatBikeFest 14. I'm racing the recreational ride, but this course is no joke. Montiview Park is a challenge course. Hello, I am Beth Bikes.
All right, there's your number.
Thank you.
Here's your hat. And you just need to grab a couple twisties.
Look, they have fuzzy ones.
Yeah.
My bike is orange, so I think I'm gonna need orange.
Well, gotta keep your number warm.
Pre-register and get a hat. First number plate that says Beth Bikes on it. Fuzzy fuzzies look cool, but they're a little tricky to get through the holes. Okay. Fuzzies are connected, number plate's connected.
So yeah, Le Mans start to your bike, and then you ride all the way around this, come back up, and then you dump into the woods here, and that's all single track. Then you come out right here and do one more time around at the end, and then you come straight out and finish out here.
Okay. Race organizer Rich here in yellow showed me where I put my bike and a bunch more about the
here. So that do not enter sign?
Yep.
Anywhere behind that sign. Then you'll run from there, either around the trees, through the fire pits, whatever, like however you want. To get to your bike.
Okay.
And then this is the Prolog loop that goes around, ready to go for a little warm-up ride. Like, follow this around so you understand the layout.
Yep.
But it's some big open areas with a lot of cones, and it might be like, whoa. So no wrong way to do it, as long as you get around the woods and you end up there. Snowmobile trail turns off right around the corner here.
Okay.
There's two big snowmobile trails that turn off. Don't follow those. Keep going straight under the power lines all the way, and there's big hills. And then it drops down and follow the cone line. Use any part of that open area to get to where you go into the woods. You go into the woods right there for just out into another big downhill ripper along the highway over there. Then it goes into the edge over there and comes all the way up. There's two options. They're identical length and time and everything. So it's an opportunity to pass right before the end.
I am currently on the outside loop doing a little warm up, figuring out the lay of the land. We are currently on a snowmobile trail, and we just saw a snowmobile rip through, so that might be interesting. I feel like seeing this third-person perspective here really helps to show the scale of these hills versus the first person, which really flattens out the hills. That goes fast! Wow, I don't think I've ever been that fast on my fat bike. They're just leaning into the corner and trusting the bike. That is far from flat. So I got pretty exhausted after doing the outside loop, so I took a little breather from my heart. But this is a good warm-up, just to make sure. I always go out way too hard at the start of a race, so it's good to kind of push myself, get a little warm-up in. So I'm about to go do the inner single track section and see how that goes. Whenever I'm ready. Well, that would be next year, but okay. Don't do that. Next time, go around the skinny. As I ride, watch to see how tight some of these turns are. Duck. Easy, not hard. We're not going for the hard. Hard enough as it is. Just stay on, stay on. Pedal, pedal, pedal. Pedal, pedal. Pedal, pedal. Here's the teeter-totter. We're not teeter-tottering. That's super tricky. So now I'm walking my bike. Pretty soon here, I'll get used to it. Look ahead to where you want to go. Stop looking at the ground in front of you. Okay. Keep going up. Tight corner. Wait back. Don't fall off the side or you'll fall in. Oh, I stood back. I'm hoping that means I'm close to the end of this. Boy, oh boy. Using the trees to push myself forward. Caution. The end of section 1. Fell into the snow. Got snow on my boot. This is section 2. I can see another section right over there. So I am going to cross over this barrier, over that barrier, and go that way. Just so I don't wear myself out too much before the race. This is section 4. So I'm skipping sections 2 and 3.
All of this trail is groomed by hand, but these next couple of clips really show how good of a job they do.
I wonder how much of this is going to be a hike in which I brought my bike along, and how much of this will be a bike ride. The drop challenge. Nope, thank you. There's a picnic bench at the top of this hill. I know you're probably gonna be out here by walking, so you might as well have someplace to stop.
I made it back from my warm-up lap and had time to chat with people before announcements.
I feel like about half of fat biking is I went on a hike with my bike because hiking isn't good enough.
So we're gonna have the recreational race starting off here in a couple minutes. Format will be a little Le Mans running start, and I'll say go, and you just have to get to your bikes. I don't care how you get there. This way, that way, that way. That's on you to figure it out. Don't fall in the fire. It's probably gonna slow you down a little. And don't try go under the tables. It's probably easier to go over or around. You can go around. The finish line is right here at these cones. Basically, it's kind of just goat rules. There's no out of bounds in there. There's no way you can cheat and get a big advantage going around that outside there. Stepped off, it's up to your knees if you get off to the edge. Single track, just stick to the single track. It says drop challenge. That's like a big old log drop thing. Yep. You can roll it, but you better know what you're doing with a dropper and everything. Otherwise, just go around that. We'll have plenty of like hot food. We got pizzas, hot dogs, hot ramen noodles. Trailhead Cycling is a big sponsor. Wolf Tooth gave us a whole bunch of stuff. City of Monticello.
Then it was time to drop my bike off and get ready to run.
This is my first ever Le Mans start.
Do you know what I'm trying to do here? The bikes were kind of just scattered all over.
I'm gonna go ahead and start Strava right here.
I'm not a runner, you guys are.
You're gonna go on the siren. 5 seconds.
And I'm off running. I am not a runner by any means, but for some reason decided that I needed to sprint out in front of everybody else and get to my bike quickly. This got my heart rate up real high, which will later come to bite me in the butt. Because my heart rate was so high, I didn't do a whole lot of talking to the camera during this race, so you're gonna get a whole lot of voice over me. Coming out of corner number 1, I'm 4th in the race, but what I really care about is I knew there were 3 women in this race, and both of them were currently behind me.
Go ahead.
With the slinky effect on this hill, I just didn't have the power or speed to keep going, so I was hiking.
Go ahead.
While I was off my bike, I let a few guys pass me. I continued hiking at the same speed that everyone else was riding at until I was able to get back on my bike. You can gain a lot of speed going down this hill. I lost most of it going around the corner though. Going into the woods here, I felt really good. My corners felt smooth, I felt like I was keeping good speed.
Oh!
And then that was me falling off the packed snowbank. Thankfully it only took 1 foot push and I was back on. I was nervous coming to this little hump with other people, but I ended up having just enough power to get up and over. Thanks to my warm-up lap, I knew that there was quite a bit of climbing, but I was getting close to dropping into the single track. super awesome here that he got out of the way because I had momentum, so I wanted to keep going. One of the hardest parts of fat biking is getting going again. As you've probably heard, I am breathing really heavy. I am pushing at max effort and I still have a ways to go.
Hey! Nice work. Good job, nice job. Good job. Elbows out, elbows out.
I used that little downhill as a little bit of reprieve, was able to avoid stopping here, and remembered to not go over the skinny. This rider let me sneak on past, but I had already stopped. Climb, 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 turn, 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 turn. That becomes very common in this course.
I'm gonna sneak past.
Again, just trying to keep any momentum that I had. So I get to this point and I'm not entirely sure what happened. I think that I must have caught the edge of the trail, but my bike is laying on the ground and I'm like looking at it. All right, get back on and ride. I'm about 10 minutes in at this point and I'm really starting to hurt from how hard I am pushing. It feels like way longer than 10 minutes and I still know I have a lot of the race left to go. I have also been biking almost everything.
You okay?
Here I pass another rider. Just keep climbing, just keep climbing. Even though we're in this race against each other, we quickly learn that we're also cheering each other on.
Go, Peggy! Oh, grapple. Oh.
And here is where the hiking begins. The point of hiking these stretches is not that they're not rideable, but that you're trying to get to a spot in which you can ride your bike again. For me, it was getting to the top of this hill where I then could go down on my bike. But it was also nice to use some different muscles.
Burning in the back of the throat.
This was caused by a combination of me working as hard as I was, but also not drinking water.
Stupid tree.
Yes, I ran into the tree. I scraped up the outside of my hand a little bit and hit my shoulder just barely.
Just because of how much this snakes around. I'm like seeing people that are way ahead of me.
And this totally threw me off.
I'm also seeing people way behind me.
So, overall, I don't know where I'm at in this race. I know that the two women are still behind me, but other than that, I have no clue. I've been able to ride my bike for so long that I think it's time for, you guessed it, some hike-a-bike. When I was hiking my bike, I tried to be as efficient as possible while also giving my riding muscles a little bit of a break.
There's one. Sketchy. Downhill.
But I made it down safely. He stopped in front of me, so I thought I'd sneak by.
Sorry.
Nope, you're all good.
Yes, I fell over,
No, it's all good.
so I had to hike up this hill. You can hear just how heavy I'm breathing. Whether I was riding or biking, I was giving it everything I had.
Ugh. I'm stuck.
I was just trying to get restarted and I laid my bike in the snow.
Well, and you fall in and it's like, I'm up to my knees in snow.
Another short ride before a long hike-a-bike. At this point, my mouth and throat were super dry and burning, and I didn't know how much longer I could keep this up. So I'm coming up to the end of section 1 here, and I see that the rider in front of me has stopped, and I decide that this is a perfect opportunity for me to stop and get a drink of water.
The only good thing is section 1 is the longest one.
Others stopped to get drinks of water here too, so we all ended up staying together.
That's why I'm back there. All you could read was never use this. The full sign says never use this when wet or muddy.
Let's be honest here, if I had some better steering skills, I would not have had to walk quite as much.
My lungs burn right now.
There was a lot of walking here, so I ended up cutting out a bunch of it for you. This whole section here, all I'm thinking about is that I'm the first woman right now and I want to keep it that way. There are no spots back in these woods to pass another person, so the person has to get off the trail to let you pass. Otherwise, you stay in the same order.
I'm gonna sneak past it.
Yep.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
Sometimes the passing was far from graceful.
Nice catch. Ah, oh, so close. There's a gal right behind me. There's only 3 women in this race. Oh, go, go, go. Go, 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 you got it.
They were right on my tail, so it was better to just let them pass than try and keep holding them up.
I let her pass me.
And then I caught back up.
Going on a hike with our bikes.
I quickly began to notice who was at the same level as I was, as we were passing each other back and forth the whole race. I was sad to have let first place go, but now it was time to race my race, recover on the downhills, and make it to the finish line.
I'm hot. That is been confirmed.
And while I was out suffering in the woods, the front of the pack was exiting the single track and starting their last outside lap. And back to me suffering in the woods.
Real low down. Oh, I think that's a get off and go under.
I contemplated if I really wanted to get back on my bike here, but I knew I'd be getting off soon to walk again. Like I said, it wasn't long. This is over a minute of sped up walking footage.
Knocked my noggin.
What I think I meant here is that I bumped my head on a tree, but I'm not totally sure. When I was trying to get back on here, my pedal just kept spinning and it became so frustrating.
We're gonna go back to trying to ride again. End of section 3, on to section 4. I liked section 4. As long as I don't stop in front of me. Let's do it.
There was still plenty of elevation up and down and tight turns, but the elevation felt a whole lot more gradual in this section, and I think that's why I liked it. Don't get me wrong, there were still hike-a-bike sections in section 4.
Sure. When you've got a good spot.
And then of course, oh, stop it. Of course, right after I get to pass, I can't get back on the bike. At this point in the race, everything was starting to look kind of the same. I was getting really close to the end, and most of the turns, uphills, walking sections, I don't really remember much of, but maybe that's because I was so tired at this point. It was about this point in the race that I was really figuring out how to do these tight corners. You needed to put power into the pedals, hold the brakes just slightly, and turn the handlebars all at the same time. I let this rider go past me as we were playing leapfrog, and I was holding him up. I'm stuck.
Good job, we're almost out of the single. One more around the outside. Take it back up.
I was so happy to hear that we were almost done with the single track. I knew what the outside looked like, and I knew I could push through that.
There we go.
I got caught in this corner though, and let two different guys pass. Go, go, go. One of those guys that passed me, I was able to pass back right here on the snowmobile trail. And I began to chase down the other guy, knowing I wanted to leave everything I had left out on the course. This was one of the sections of the course that had some sun exposure, and as the day warmed up, you could tell the snow got rutted and super soft.
That's so true. No.
This is the section that I had to walk on the first time around the outside. Rode up it just fine the second time. I came out of the woods this time and was thinking,
We don't fall off the path this time.
here's where I can see that the guy in front of me is not on his bike, and I will be carrying a lot of speed down this hill and want to keep that speed as I go up the little hump on the other side. Thankfully, he was able to get on his bike and out of the way. And I turn on to the final stretch. I know it's all uphill to the finish now. The finish is in sight, and I have a slight side stitch.
Get up or I'll give you a push. Come on, girl.
Oh,
Yeah. Want to push?
sure.
All right. There we go.
Oh.
Oh, oh.
It was nice to have even just a little push, as getting going again on this soft snow was very difficult.
Oh, no, no, no. Power.
All I wanted to do was to keep moving. The finish line was around this corner, and I was almost there.
Where's the finish line?
And I rolled into the finish line, having left everything out on the course. As soon as I had crossed the finish line after my photo finish for second place, I collapsed over on my bike and just took a minute to breathe.
Go, Peggy! Go, 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 go! Stand at the finish line. Right here. We've got fires, we've got pizza, we've got Pringles, beer and pop in there, their hot dogs over there, water, all the fun. The napkins are even themed, somebody knows who they're talking to. We got chips and an assortment of snacks.
The results here for the recreational races. So we'll start with the awards. Let's go on. We'll do the women's awards first. Third place with a time of 51:42, Peggy Shepherd. Woo! Thank you. There. And in second place with a 42:38, Beth Boy. And the winner in the recreational women's class today with a time of 41 minutes flat. So that's a minute 38 lead only. That was a tight one. First place, Heidi Gray! Get there.
I wasn't going to give it to
Recreational men's class in third place with a 36-minute flat, Andy Loveray! Back one.
Woo, Andy!
Third. In second place with a 35:47, and Adam Lieberman! The big winner with a 30-minute 56-second lap time, Jason Osowski! There he is. First race? That's your first race, Jace? Yep. Brand new fat bike for Christmas. He's bringing it.
Full recreational podium. Here's a small glimpse into the advanced race.
You do 2 miles of single track that seems like 6 miles, you'll come out right there.
He's not exaggerating.
It's for real.
This race has a long-standing tradition of having skinny tires.
You're riding endomorphs. Go!
With him.
The first and worst fat bike tire ever created.
They have almost no tread.
Racers, ready? 5 seconds.
Get back, Jimmy. Jimmy, get back.
Looking eagle.
Go, 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 go,
Fire down! Trash can down! Dump it in! Lay it down! Fireball! Fireball! Fireball!
Fireball, Jimmy.
Go, Ken! Jimmy!
Give it 10 seconds. Come on, Jimmy, you got it.
There it is! Bar to bar! Just think, you're almost not done. Boom, boom, boom! Get in. Fireball at the end of the line here. So far, everybody that's taken one passed somebody.
Go, 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 go! Go, Shelby!
Pick your line! Pick your line!
Here to rat. At first I thought it was a fire extinguisher.
Well, that's what I thought, which I thought they really need to do. You could need to paint an MSR bottle like a fire extinguisher.
I didn't register.
You're just not on the list.
Well, he is fooling everybody.
Okay. Do you want to, is the car locked? Yeah, we're going to pretend to do that again. It won't be nearly as good.
You want less confusion or the same level?
It's going. Your back makes great video.
Other people, the fast people, the people that know what they're doing. I didn't quite make it. Okay, I'll be right there.
And if you could see that there, that's Beth getting off her bike and running. Run, Beth, run. I'm talking over this mainly so that this doesn't make it into the video.
Because my phalanges are cold.
You're not selling me on this sport, you realize.
That was my first guess, but then I was like, well, maybe. I'm not super worried about it, but that tree does not look super alive right now. My skinny skills are skinny.
Well, she almost rode the feature, but no snow angel.
My skill level is not advanced, man. Like,
We're human cones. Conflagration of bikes and people that I didn't want to be a part of.
because all of us are runners, right? None of us are runners. That's why we bike.
I don't want
I
to
have done that. I've done that. I can officially say I have finished DFL.
I'm one of our biggest fans.
Yay!
I'm gonna stand on something icy and tall and slippery. So you still need to.
I've done 2 fat bike races prior to this.
Hey, make sure you break that thing.
Either get off or keep moving. Like, do not. This is not a choice.
No.
And I joked that I have 1-wheel drive with the hiker button. Yeah, I did one of the Tuesday night crit rides and got last. Sauce me up.
We can fix it. If there's something goofed up, just let us know.
Yeah,
but I
people
think,
passed me. That wasn't right.
oh, that was, I told them to. A wrestling match to get to the podium area.
Let's learn our directional words.
We do a little
Is it hard?
Best day of your life? No, it is, I promise. It's type 2 fun.
Keep it going, keep it going. Nice job, Peggy.
Nice job.
Go, 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 go.
Fun, have fun.